I'm actually.
You're calm all of a sudden.
I had a moment of it's all good to me. We've been working fairly relentlessly for 5 months, so I sort of feel like right now we've done the lion's share of the work. It's now all executional. I think the show is going to be pretty incredible, different, and fun. And I know I'm actually right now extremely calm.
Wow, I'm not.
How's that?
I'm not.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very charged. I'm very, very, very charged. But it's really interesting because there are so many aspects of the show that we worked so hard on. I mean, when I tell you just the graphic packages that we went through, the 4 months of getting to a place where we really like the graphics and
they're pretty cool now.
And vetting the clip packages and the musical numbers I did hours and hours with the musical director Mark Shankman on should it be clever or classic play-ons, and so then when you're doing clever, what is the clever play-on? And you know, I mean,
so when Sigourney, to explain it, so when Sigourney walks on to do art direction to present, do you play something from Alien? Do you play something from Avatar? Do you play something from Galaxy Quest?
Oh yeah, or do you play something about art? Do you know what I mean? It's like, or, you know, it's like that design. It's like
Yeah.
we're really.
Those are all choices.
We're really, really in there working hard on this thing.
Cool.
God, am I hoping it goes well.
Well, we were just talking about it because Sigourney has a daughter who isn't watching TV as much, and I have one that, like when I grew up, you sat around with your family and watched the Oscars, and I think that tradition has sort of gotten lost, and so before we started the show, I fielded a study, and Adam, you know, before we even really sat down to think about it, to look at what's going on and you know, what does the younger audience want, without losing the older audience.
Yeah, I mean, what I think is really, really fascinating is the same company did a study before, excuse me, right as we started, and to get what the average age of the viewers were, and we've had this incredible push. I've been a major, like, pushing it through Twitter and Facebook and all this stuff, and the Facebook, a lot of internet stuff. We have all these featurettes that have never been done before. And what I will say is they just did a new study on who is interested in it. We've dropped the age over 20 years.
Wow.
Like over 20 years.
And
We've brought the median age people interested.
And I think when
I'm
people
ready to Twitter for the first time on Sunday night. You know, the red carpet is getting longer and longer every year. I think because more and more, you know, international press is involved. You know, I don't think there's a regimen except that, you know, find a great dress, wear shoes that are semi-comfortable, you know, bring your sweetheart, and just be ready to say hello to all these great people in your community that you haven't seen for a while. And it's just, for me, I think it's a sharing of the joy and excitement of what we do with the whole audience at home. You know, you get to walk the red carpet with us, see us trip on our dresses, or, you know, embrace, what have you. I mean, it's a live show, and really anything can happen. And these guys have found, you know, Steve Martin and Alec Baldwin to be the two MCs. It's such a great idea. They're so smart, they're so witty, they're so debonair. I think it will be classic, you know, glamour meets, you know, modern hijinks, you know, Twitter, etc.
Yeah, no, that actually is pretty accurate. I mean, yeah, we are not ignoring the core audience of this show. We are not. We are at the traditions, and you know what it is? The only tradition is a great love of movies. Mm-hmm. That is important. And we both love movies so much, and we were so thrilled by the breadth and scope of the nominations that it really just provided a great canvas for us to try to put together something really interesting.
We approached it as fans. Just approached it. This is the first time we've done the show. We approached it like everybody does out in the world. They watch a show and say, "Oh, I could do it better," and then somebody sticks something in front of you and says, "Okay, prove it."
But I'm just going to say this for the record: it is a job, and it is a hard job. It takes over your entire life. And boy, do you get under a microscope when you're working on this show.
Or as I put it, it's the most expensive job we ever took.
Yeah, that literally.
Right.